The goal of this video is to guide you through finding happiness in the here and the now. It's a very easy 3 steps way that I have been testing for myself, and it helped me move from the depressed, anxious, frustrated and sad girl that have been carrying the wave of feeling out of the world like I'm not fitting anywhere, into a person that today is able to really be happy no matter what happens. And what I'm sharing with you is something that I have been studying for more than 10 years, and I have been practicing it and testing it on myself, and also sharing it with some of my friends and family and people I have known. And honestly, I have received a lot of positive feedback. And they confirmed me that by using this strategy, they are feeling much more balanced and happier in the here and now. They no longer feel the need to fight against what they are feeling or against the world, or be victim of their circumstances and what happened around them and what people do to them or say to them. They feel like they have shifted into a world where they are really in control of themselves and how they feel. Let me first share with you my mantra of life, and that is where things started to shift and where I started seeing clearly a path of 3 steps that I can apply each time things are not going my way, or I'm not feeling fulfilled and happy, where I am not able to make a change in the here and now, and was forced to maybe surrender to things the way they are, and needed to find a peace within in order to go through that moment in the most peaceful and clear and patient and wise way. The mantra is: circumstances don't matter. Your state of being does. And this, in other words, means that whatever you are experiencing in your life, no matter how awful or amazing it might be, no matter what are the conditions, your situation, it's not about what is happening to you. It's not about the circumstance, the life, the person, the experience. It's more about what are you going to do about it? What are you going to make it mean? How are you going to respond to it? We usually live life and face every challenge or circumstance in our life reacting, trying to fight against something, to escape something, to chase something that we don't have. And we live a life where we are constantly feeling anxiety and stress and fear, frustration, to the point where we can get to anger and rage and maybe huge fears that cripple and paralyze us. Now, this usually happens because we are very obsessed with the outcome. We are very attached to what people might think of us, especially the people that are important for us and that we have put on a pedestal. And also because we are facing something we don't know. The unknown is also a reason why most of us really get frustrated. So if you put those 3 elements and you find yourself in a present moment where you are not experiencing what you want, where you are still living a life that you really hate, maybe you are with a partner that you cannot support anymore, someone that is mistreating you, you are maybe in an abusive relationship, you are dealing with a narcissistic abuser, maybe you are in a job that really don't fulfill you and you feel like you are really a victim, maybe you find yourself in a life where you don't get to choose what you want. You are not even able to say no to what you don't want and say more yes to what you want. It's as if everything is controlling you. You are in chain, you are in prison, and everything is dictating how you should be. When we become aware of how important and deep and true is that circumstances don't matter, our state of being does, is really very powerful, because it sets the intention and the stage for a new way of seeing life. You start to understand that whatever is happening to you is just a circumstance. It's just an event. It is neutral. It doesn't have any meaning. It is from and through your experience of it, how you are going to perceive it, and what definition are you going to give it, that you are going to perpetuate for yourself state of being. It is going to be either positive or negative, or also neutral, where you don't need the call to give it any meaning. For the neutral things, it might be, for example, the weather. If I don't like the rain, it doesn't have to be a struggle against the weather and a complaint from the day to the night about how the weather is awful. It is something that we do not control. It is what it is. You are in a place where it's raining. This is the weather. So there are people that reaction is negative to it. They hate the weather, they feel depressed, they feel down, they don't want to go out, they might feel frustrated and angry because they stopped living, they maybe cancelled all their events, delayed things. Others might see the rain as something very positive, so they enjoy it, they love the water, touching their skin, they love walking on the water. You can, for example, check on kids. Most of the kids do love water, do love rain. They don't care. And even if there is no rain, they are fine anyway and they are having time. As adults, when we started giving meaning to things, we started giving positive and negative meanings to things as if they have to be one way or the other. We find it hard for us to conceive or believe or find a neutral place. Most of us have been conditioned and taught from their childhood to give meanings to things, to maybe experience them even in a negative way. It's based on past experiences and how we have been taught to do it, maybe through our parents. If our parents, when we were kids, didn't like the weather or the rain, they used to hate it and complain about it and feel sad. As a kid, we have seen them as the great people that are on a pedestal for us, our role model hated. So, based on their emotions and feelings and what they thought and said and believe about it, we absorbed their beliefs and their perception and took it for granted and started reacting to weather in the same way. We started defining it as that is something negative. The same example could apply to anything in your life, be it a job, a bad experience that you had, a breakup, a new relationship, and you don't love and you want to change it, but yet you cannot really get out of it. You really feel and absorb the conditions and react to them in the most hard and difficult way, and it's hurting you. I mean, you are not even living in the present. You are not even making the most of what you have right now. You are constantly in the fear of what might happen because you are, again, afraid of the unknown. And you anticipate and assume the worst case scenarios about what might happen. And this keeps dictating how you are going to feel about things, how you are to think about them, how you are going to act about them, and what outcomes are you going to get from them. And they will be in contradiction with what outcomes you are attaching yourself to. So if I am in a place where right now I have a job that it's not fulfilling, maybe I don't like the concept of 9-to-5 job and I would love to own my own business and be financially free, or maybe I'd rather be in a job that allows me to work from wherever I want and just enjoy my time and have more time to travel, and I found myself in the present moment having a 9-to-5 job just to get what is enough for me to live from one month to the other, and I stay in the frustration. As a matter of fact, with this frustration, I'm gonna spend every day of my life in the most awful ways, the most awful attitude, the most awful state of being. It's gonna become part of my character and my personal reality. And this is something that I have been dealing with honestly for very, very long. Being somewhere and wanting to be somewhere else. Feeling like I'm not in the right place, like there is something is wrong with me. Why am I not where I am supposed to be? How is it that I am doing whatever I can and I'm doing my best and working hard, and yet I can't see the result? And the result is a specific outcome that I'm waiting for. And I didn't get there. I tried hard and I didn't get there. And I started searching, asking the questions like you are doing right now and like I keep doing, to always find my answers in any challenging situation I have, especially when it's related to my emotions and beliefs and the actions that I'm taking. And I found out that the more I was attached to one outcome, the more I was frustrated about how things should unfold, when they are supposed to happen, and what to do, and how to get from here to there, the more I will be trapped. And I get to a point where I started obsessing about the idea of detaching from the outcome, letting go, and surrendering. And it wasn't easy at the beginning. I kept studying it, I kept testing it, I kept trying to understand it, following people and gurus that helped me a lot and guided me on this. And I started experiencing things. And what really synced with me, and that's why I want to share it with you in this video, is that life is really happening now. Everything is happening now. There are a lot of options, a lot of possibilities, what people call parallel realities. And according to how am I going to choose to perceive anything or choose to feel about it or to believe is possible or impossible for me, life is going to unfold. And it's going to all happening now. So if I want to be in a positive state of being where I can be more in the present with more clarity and find peace and balance where I am right now, for me, to be able to conceive, to receive informations, to receive inspiration, to be able to find solutions and see really the opportunities that life is giving me, I need to find a place where I am calm. Because you cannot solve any problem with the mindset that created it. Having a negative attitude or a frustrated attitude towards any circumstance. So creating for yourself more and more evidence and proof that life is hard, that things are difficult, money is bad, I'm not good enough, life is unfair with me, the world is really bad, and all of these negative beliefs that you start carrying with you. And the more you are resisting and keeping that mindset, the more you are going to get of it. Because it's all about what you are perceiving, actually. It's like you are wearing glasses and watching with those glasses everything around you. If the glasses, what you are wearing is pink, you are going to see everything pink. If you are wearing a glass that says, I am responsible of the way I respond to events and circumstances, you are going to be able to put yourself in a neutral position and be able to see circumstances for what they are and then choose from place of clarity, of calm, of knowing and understanding what state of being you want to carry on with you, on what state of being you want to face it, how you choose to respond to it. So it's basically those 3 steps are an invitation, support even, for you to shift from this reactive position to the responsive one. The first step in this is to become aware of when this happens. Because awareness is 90% of your changement and shift. The moment you become aware of the thing that is not going well or is going well, is the moment you own it. And when you own something and you know what it is and you give it a name, that's when you can be able to change it. If you are fighting against unknowns, things that you don't understand and you don't know, but just being the victim, the reactive to your emotions, to the circumstances, and to what others say, to an attachment to a specific outcome, you will always stay there. You will always be in the survival mode and you will never get out of it. But when you become aware of what's happening, so you catch yourself, how you do it? By catching yourself and observing the emotions, observing what is happening within you. How is your body acting on that moment? What is the reaction of your body? What are the sensations? Do you feel resistance? Do you feel a knot on your chest, a knot in your stomach? You feel a pressure? You for sure do have bodily sensations. And then after observing them, and you do not judge them, you don't say, oh my God, I have this or I have this. No, it's just about really taking a moment to feel it, let it be, and understand it and observe it. And then there will come the emotions, the thoughts, and the self-talk. The emotions are going to tell you things. They are going to let you understand that in that moment you are not feeling comfortable. So you are feeling discomfort. You are feeling like you are doing something you don't want to do. You are forcing things. You are going to feel like you are resisting to something and wanted to avoid it. You are going to feel like you are sad about something. And all of these are due to the three things I told you. It's whether it's about attachment to an outcome, fear of the unknown, or the huge need that we have to be accepted by others. So whenever we are doing something true to ourselves and we know deep down that it's not what others expect from us, we don't want to do it. We feel ashamed. We feel guilt because we are going against the people we love and we might lose them. They might don't want to see us anymore and reject it. And this is a serious fear. So when you start taking a note of what is going on without judging it, without staying in the emotion, no, or saying I'm not good enough, or this isn't right, or this isn't fair, I should have known better, and be hard with yourself, judging yourself, criticizing yourself, maybe beating yourself up. This is already a reactive modality, and we don't want to get there. We want to stop before it starts. So we become aware, we observe, we take note of what is going on. What are the thoughts? What are the feelings? This is how we are going to identify the beliefs, the stories that we are telling ourselves about it. And then once we have taken note of them, we need to start questioning them. I will come back to the example of I'm in a place that I don't like, what I have done personally, in a job that I didn't like. I really wanted to change my condition and my job and my life. And I was carrying the belief that if I change my job, if I get financial freedom, if I get to be more free, I'm going to be happy. Sounds familiar? Please let me know in the comment if it's your case, because it's really important. And when I started discovering all those tips and strategies, and I wanted to really start to practice circumstances don't matter, your state of being does, I started noticing what I was feeling every day when I wake up to go to the job, what I am feeling, what is my body telling me, what are the emotions that are arising, fear, frustration because I didn't get where I want and I am still trapped here, disappointment from myself because I wasn't able, no matter what I did, I wasn't able, something is wrong with me. I am wrong and I am broken and I don't deserve what others are having. I don't have a place for that. This is a new confirmation that I am not meant for that. And sadness, because I didn't want to go there. I didn't want to wake up in the morning very early to go to a job that I hate and to be with people that are sad and don't understand me. And I felt lonely. I felt that I wasn't able to fit in the world and there was nothing to do. I really was in depression, totally and honestly. And this idea of becoming aware of it helped me, because instead of falling into the reactive mode and beating myself more and more and finding myself in the depression and in the stress and the anxiety, I started to notice when it's happening. I started to notice it in all the moments of the day. When I wake up in the morning, what I will be doing, what I will be thinking, what I will be telling to myself, how would I feel, what I believe about myself, while I'm going to the job, what I am feeling when I'm going on the public transport, what I will be doing before I start the job, during the job, what were the sensations. And I would be taking the break to write down what I've noticed. Also in the public transport, I will take that moment to write down what I was feeling. And I started studying myself. I'm going to be honest, it didn't happen in one day. It took me days and moments. And then I started noticing it in everything. When I was with my boyfriend, how does it feel? But it felt positive. That was a moment where I was experiencing satisfaction in the present moment. I wasn't worrying. I feel stable. I feel safe. I feel heard and appreciated. And I started noticing the positive and the negative circumstances, what I considered as positive and what I considered as negative. And I started writing them down. And then I started questioning it, especially for the negative. For example, for the experience of a job that I didn't like. And I started wondering, what is it that is making me feel that bad? And if there is anything I can do about it, because I cannot keep living my life in this condition. I said it was enough, honestly. I don't want to be from the day to the night, living a life that is not me, doing things that I don't like, and beating myself about them and getting myself into this prison. So that was a good way for me. So I started learning, understanding How can I shift my perception? When it's something challenging like the job, what can I do in the here and now to make that experience productive for me? Okay, I can start from a neutral place because moving from negative to positive is difficult, especially when it's something that you really don't like. So it's very challenging. This is not authentic and it's not going to work. You need to find an authentic place where you do this, a genuine place. So I started considering what are the positive outcomes that I'm receiving already from this job. Well, I am having support, financial support. I am able to keep my house, to pay my rent, to pay my bills. I'm able also to support my family thanks to this job. I am learning so many things about myself. I am able to practice those exercises and experiment them on myself. I have time in the evening and in the afternoon to be able to focus on what I love, which is personal development, spirituality, psychology, philosophy, painting, drawing, and spend time with my love. And I started listing all the things that I can be grateful for truly. And for me, it was important to keep my house. It's important to be able to pay my bills. It's important to be able to eat. It's important to be able to help my family. That was already for me a lot of very important whys. The why is really important. So I kept in mind my why. And then I started wondering, how can I, in every present moment, get the most of it instead of staying in the rumination and sadness and anger? What can I do in that moment? And being present is nothing more or less than just being the observer of the moment, doing what you want with what you have from where you are. So I started applying it in the job. I would go to the job and just let go of anything outside. I would not think about my worries and frustrations. I would rather remind myself of the things I am grateful for. I am healthy. I am alive. I am very lucky and fortunate and blessed to be able to wake up in the morning, to be really complete and full, to have a shelter, to be able to eat, to live in a beautiful city where I can use the public transports, where I can also walk and feel safe in the country, in the city, and be able to meet people, to drink something or to eat something or to enjoy the nature or go to the park. I started reminding myself of that. I started enjoying whatever is coming to me right now. I would put some music if it can help me while I'm going to my job, or listen to motivational videos that will put me more in a present moment where I'm opening my mind to the possibilities and I'm willing to learn about myself and willing to grow. It stopped being about the outcome. It stopped being about what I want to be doing, what I think I'm supposed to be doing. And it became more about I'm in the right place at the right time. I am exactly where I'm supposed to be because there are still things where I need to discover myself, where I need to grow in order for me to expand and become a better version of myself. I let go of the problem of I need to be financially free. I am already financially free. It is a way of income and I am grateful to have it. I have been through moments in my life where I didn't have it and it was really hard for me to find ways to pay my rent or to eat. So I am very grateful because universe is helping me, is bringing me slowly things for me in order for me to be able to work on myself, to find balance, to find peace within, to learn to be happy in the present moment. All those strategies, all those meaning I have been given to myself, maybe I think those experiences were leading me to this place where today I can say circumstances don't matter. My state of being does. And it is my responsibility and my choice. I am in control of how I want to feel and think and perceive anything. No one can do it for me. And I will not allow anyone to do it for me. This is mine to take. And I want from now on to be happy in the present moment. And whenever I am feeling in that dark place where I am beating myself up, the cycle of negative thoughts and feelings, the victim modality, where I am really a victim of my life and the circumstances, I would catch myself and use this mantra. Circumstances don't matter. My state of being does. What state of being I want to choose right now? Because I cannot change the past. I cannot predict the future. I cannot control what is happening around me. I cannot know what is the best outcome for me. But I do know that right here and now, I can either respond to life in a positive way and choose to be happy and positive no matter what happens, or be the victim of life and start seeing everything happening in my life as if it's happening against me. It's shifting from life is always happening to me to life is always happening for me. So what can I do about it right here and now? What can I learn from it? How can I improve it? What can I do right here and now to feel good about myself? To be more present and anchored in the here and now. And that is my anchor, honestly. And it's 3 steps. You become aware of what you are feeling, what you are saying, what you are thinking, and what you are doing. And from there, you question what you are feeling. If it's really reasonable what you are thinking, if it makes sense, if it's productive for you to keep carrying those thoughts, chances are it's not at all productive because you are in a reactive modality based on beliefs and experiences that are not even yours. You just inherited them. And so people that you put on a pedestal, your role models, react to life that way, and you took it for granted and for truth, and you started practicing it without even questioning it. Now, from today, commit to becoming aware and choosing from what you have received and inherited as beliefs, thoughts, emotions, and perception of life. Filter and choose today what is it that you want to take for you and what is it what you want to let go of that is not serving you at all. And from that moment, you reframe it. You find your different way of doing it. For me, as I told you, it was the gratitude, the appreciation, the acknowledgement of what I do have instead of what I don't have, the acceptance of what I cannot change, and the appreciation of what I have, and the gratitude. Knowing that I always have what I want when I want it, I'm always in the right place at the right time, and life is unfolding perfectly for me. I am exactly where I am supposed to be right now. So what is the lesson? What am I here to learn today? What am I here to improve and expand in myself? How can I make the most of this moment? How can I serve in my job? How can I serve in a moment where I am with my family? How can I make the most of my working in the city? What views can I enjoy? How can I connect to nature, to the sky, to the people around me, to learn from them, to observe them, to be inspired by them? What do you think about those 3 strategies? I can invite you honestly for a challenge to just try them for 3 or 4 days. Just practice the self-awareness. Start practicing observing yourself instead of judging yourself and shifting whatever it is that you don't feel like it is relevant and is serving you. If you are feeling discomfort in a situation that you don't like, but unfortunately you cannot change it, you can remind yourself that you can change the way you are seeing it. This is in your power. And this is the best thing you can do for yourself to be happy in the here and the now. I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you found value in it. If it's the case, please hit the like button, leave a comment and let me know what is your takeaway from this video. If you want to see more content like this one, please subscribe to the channel so you can be able to see more of it. Thank you very much and I can't wait to see you in the next video. Much love.